Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Subsistence Land. So, yeah, we had a plan. I had a plan. I had made a decision about what I wanted to do next, and I'll tell you what I've done. I have made a decision. I've made a decision that my previous plan shall be... Oh, okay, let's grab that. Shall be preempted for a new plan. We are going to... Yep, we're going... We need sandstone. Okay, I need more of you. All right, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Let's just make a whole bunch. There we go. That's probably enough. We need sandstone. We need a lot of sandstone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that. Now, it's not that simple. Here, let's just get a couple of things taken care of. And then we'll... I'll explain. I will explain. Right. I'm going to basically top up with wood because I don't... Oh, hey, Ruprecht. How you doing there, bro? He's doing fine. He's still trying to figure out where the lake is. It's a little odd. I know. But, I mean, it's right there, buddy. It's like right below you. It's big. It's wet. You can't miss it. I'm telling you. Man. Seriously. Okay, we're going to make another one of you. So I would like at least 6 or 7 of them. You know the drill. With this, we're going to have 5. Oh, I can make another one. Oh, I need more mass. Oh, let's go into the mass bin. The bin of mass. Oh, you know what we could do? We could recycle our crayfish. They call it crayfish, right? Yeah. I can, it's basically crayfish / crawdad / shrimp / tiny lobster / who knows what. Let's see, we're going to start with these. And we're just going to recycle. We're just going to recycle all kinds of goodies. Probably more than we need to do. But I'm not too worried about it. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make you and... How many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did we run out again? Mass. Really? I just made a whole bunch. Oh, it is 20 mass per bottle, isn't it? Oh, hey, we could recycle a bottle. Yeah. Let's do that. And we could recycle, I don't know. So I need 20 more. No, let's do the bottle first. Let's see, how much is it? Oh, it's only 2. Well, that's not that great. And then also what we could do, just because, why not? I mean, we've got power. We have the ability. We can make it better, faster, stronger. Here we go. And then maybe, I don't know, we could throw in a couple of rogue transceivers. Something like that. Now I'm just going crazy. Okay, that's going to be 7. I mean, you can never have too many tanks. How much mass do we have? 15? Well, we're going to get to 20, like, really quick now. Okay, alright. Come on. 20? You can do it. Come on, buddy. Come on, base. It's a little base that could. Okay, let's go turn off the mass fabricator. Right there. When we've got 20. And we will make another tank. Yep. All the tanks. We're making them all. Every single one of them. And we just blew through a lot of zinc. But you know what? It's just resources. I really don't worry about it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Actually, here. We'll finish making all that later. Another time. Because we have important business to take care of. We're short on wood, so we'll take care of that. Well, let's get... Okay, let's let that one finish. And let's just quickly run out and get a little bit of wood. Oh my goodness, what do we got going on out here? Oh, alright, fine. I got important business to take care of, Wolf. You're in my way. Yeah. Okay, grab that. And let's get some wood. Yeah, just so that... I'd feel bad. Honestly, I would feel bad if I didn't gather at least a little bit of wood today. Down to 24. I wouldn't mind getting some more just so that we have just a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. But I would like to get some. So, yeah, here we are. And then we're going to go on a dive. We're leaving it a little late, but I'll tell you what happened was I I was just thinking about it, you know, between recordings, right? You know, there is time in between recording sessions. And I was just thinking about it, and I was like, you know, I really, really, really want to get some progress on the glass. I'd love to get more glass. And, you know, ever since we took a look at the birch base, the birch forest, and thinking about maybe making a base out at the birch forest, or somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be in the birch forest, but somewhere in the general area, that sort of part of the map, right? You know, in order to do that, we're going to have we need to finish this one. I'm not going to leave this unfinished. We might not upgrade this wall to full metal, but I at least want to get the glass done, right? At least the glass. You know, I didn't wash my hands. Actually, you know what? I don't care. We're going underwater. Seriously, we're about to take the longest path ever. Let's put wood in here. Grub. You can go in there. Oh, and we've got one of those. And if we come over here, we can take this and stick that in there. And then over here, we can just have ourselves a nice little snack just to get caught up. And maybe a tomato. All right, I think we're ready to go. Food, water. I've got I think I've got everything I need. I don't think I really need too much. Oh, there is actually one thing that I really should get. Actually, we can put that down here. I'm just going to grab all these tanks. The hay. Why not? I do need a spare... Yeah, that's actually a good reason to get wood. We need... How many? Is it 2 or 4? I need a pick. I need a spare pick. 4. We need 4. Okay. All right. And then we need some scrap, right? How much? 4, 4, and 2. Okay. All right. 4 and 2. There we go. And then we're just going to make some stuff. And then, yeah. So good thing we went and got some wood, because we're just about to use a bunch. And then I think that's it. We're going to be ready to go. I think 1 + 1 pickaxes is probably enough for one session. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with that. And we can make the other one on the way. So let's go down and start off. We're going to start with this way. Yeah. And the thing is, like the other day, oh, see, look, there's sandstone already. I remember I was like, it was so tempting. I was working over there and I was spotting sandstone in the thing, and I was like, oh man, I really wouldn't mind getting that. But we were doing building and we had to focus, right? Like a laser. Right, you know, because I'm so well known for my focus. Yeah, I got all the jokes. All right, so let's keep going. As per usual, the objective of today's dive, for those not in the know, the objective of today's dive is to get sandstone. Why sandstone, you might ask? Well, sandstone is the primary ingredient for making glass fragments. And glass fragments are used to make panels of glass. Panels of glass are used to make glass windows. And my base is almost going to entirely be glass windows. So there you go. That, in a nutshell, that's it. That's the entire reason why. I mean, we've made some good progress, but it's we got a ways to go. Although, you know, we're over. I would argue, given the size, like how much glass is there versus there, I would say that we're over halfway through the glass, at least over halfway. Oh, what the hay. Let's get the kelp as well. It's not priority, but it is here. It's visible. It's not going to kill us to, you know, grab a bit of it. Well, it's not going to kill us much. I mean, when we start suffocating because I'm staying underwater too long, it could kill us a little bit. Yeah, like that. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Oh, man. By the way, I shouldn't... You know what? No. I don't mind getting some kelp, but really, time is of the essence. Oh, look, there's some sandstone down there. There's time is of the essence, so the priority is sandstone number 1, pearls number 2, because, well, pearls are cool. And then after that is kelp. So... But sandstone is the priority, so we'll definitely be going after that first. Okay. Not a lot of sandstone over here. Animals. Animales. There's animales on the beach over there. You see that? Yeah. Well, oh, you're right there. I gotta grab you. There you go. See, if they're convenient, I'll grab them. I'm not, you know, too worried about... Oh, good grief. What's that over there? There's a couple of... Well, I don't need the potassium. The potassium is something that I just don't go through a lot of. And, but I do want the clams. And what we might do is start with the tank work very soon. You know what? Let's just start it now. Okay, there we go. We've got half of a lung of air under us right now, which I don't really like. I like having a full lung full of air when I do these long dives, just because if I lose track of time, or I lose track of the number of tanks, and I'm like deep down and I run out of air, I'd like the amount of time it would take to get me back to the surface. But, you know, we're just sort of flying by the seat of our pants here. I suspect that, yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's good. Everything's just fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing possibly could go wrong. Oh. All right, so seeing as we've got a little bit of, we're just doing a little underwater action here, we could use this as an opportunity to get stuck on that rock back there, or not. I managed to pull away. Think about, like, okay, so the plan, right? Maybe just do a little internal kind of introspection about the plan and what are we doing next, and what order and stuff like that. As usual, thank you for the comments. I do, you know, there are lots of good stuff in there. There was one comment was, you know, you could do with some more solar panels and wind generators, and that is actually true. I could definitely do with more. More is always better, right? Because it means I use less biofuel and all that other business. On top of that, it is better if you consider my current plan, okay? If you consider my current plan, which is essentially we're gonna because I haven't talked about this aspect of it. There's a bit of logistics involved in what I plan to do. Okay, so we have this big base over here, right? It's going to be a big, beautiful base. Oh, hey, look at you over there. It's going to be a big, beautiful base. And the, well, I mean, if I don't say so myself, I mean, that is a bit, well, okay, I think it'll look cool. So, and we're going to get to a point where it's like, okay, we can sort of declare that the base is finished, or pretty well finished. I mean, honestly, you can probably go forever. You know, I could spend, I don't know how long, you know, basically putting metal up on the wall and getting that all fully done and all of that. But I consider that to be just more of a defensive structure. It would be nice to upgrade it, and I think it'll look really cool. And I do plan eventually on doing it, but I think I need to, where am I going? Where am I swimming to? I need more stuff. There we go. Wow, I am getting more clams than usual. Often, like, this seems to be a very clammy dive. Not a very sandstony dive. I need sandstone, not clam. Yeah, I see you, kelp, but you're not. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about the clam to sandstone ratio here. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, hey, whoa, there we are. That must have just spawned in, because I could have sworn it wasn't there. Anyways, back to the discussion about the base. So, in broad terms, the plan is get the current base, the bridge base, get it nice and make it pretty, get it into a nice position where I can feel like, you know, we've done something kind of cool. That is a clam up at the surface that just despawned. Did you see that? It despawned. Oh, that means that other things might have spawned. That's actually... Oh, hey, look at you. Right, so we have to get this one into a reasonable, like what I think is kind of nice. We don't necessarily have to finish the metal cladding the wall, as I say. But Oh, hey, look at, there we go. I would like to think about, also, we have to think about what the next step after that is. And of course, as I've said, I need to figure out a nice building location and come up with sort of a concept for, what I want the Southern Lake base. We're gonna build another base. We're gonna build a Southern Lake base, right? And I have to think about, well, okay, what is that going to look like? Is it going to have like a theme, or is it just going to be, I'll probably, most likely, it'll just be me going, I think it would be cool if it looked kind of like this, and then build it in my, figure it out in my head, and then just build it. Oh, hey, there you are. No, that was lies. That looked like sandstone, but it wasn't. Whoa, there we are. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to just basically sort of think of something, or come up with, I don't know, think of something in my head that I think might be interesting, and then build that, right? I'm not a theme, or just I have an idea, by the way, but I'm not saying it yet. I'm still working on it in my head. And but the point is, though, we're going to have to do that. We're going to, at some point, we're going to have to transition from the current base location, right, to a new location. And there's a lot of logistics involved in that. Like, if I were to, okay, so there's rules. There's rules with the BCU. If you go out and make a base, obviously you're going to need a BCU in order to do anything more than just the most fundamental. Okay, I got turned around there. That's back to base. We want to go this way. If you want to do more than just the fundamental basics in a base, like have a wood stove that you put things in and boxes to store stuff, you're going to need a BCU so that you can have all the other equipment, right? And I plan on making it, it's going to be I'm hoping like a functional base, like with a refinery and all that other stuff. And you can't just, oh, excuse me, you can't just pillage your existing base and take stuff over there. I mean, well, technically you could try to do that. It's a real pain, though. Like, you'd have to build interim bases. No, you know what? Let's just call it not something that you would ever even possibly want to consider doing. I think that's a pretty safe thing to say. So that means building new in a new location with all new stuff, new refineries, new everything. All right, so oh no, come on, get to the point. What does that got to do with what you said earlier about, okay, we're going to get some air, by the way. And we're going to convert away from the, there we go. Yeah, I wanted to, I never get a chance to hit this little cove up. Well, I can see that I wasted my time. Actually, I think we did hit it up last time. Okay, let's go this way, and we're gonna go back out and start heading to that far end of the lake. Go deep. Yeah, I'm running out of time, so let's see if we can just zip on over there and see if there's anything. Okay, I think we're ready to go back down. So we're basically gonna just now swim the link to there. All right, down we go. All right. Excuse me. So, the point is that at a certain point, I'm going to have to decommission the BCUs in the current base, right? Because I want my primary base to be in the new location. Why would I want my primary base to be in the new location? Well, that's a good question. Because I want the hunters. I want the hunters to, I want to replicate the experience of, of the full subsistence experience, that everything that subsistence has to offer, including, having the hunters nearby and going on raids and having them retaliate and all that business. In order for that to happen, I need to decommission the BCUs. Well, okay, there's probably other ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to decommission the BCUs in the current base, which well, do I need to decommission them? Yeah, I'm going to decommission. Okay, that's going to get messy. I'm going to decommission them. And then what I'm going to do is commission a new BCU in the base, in the new base, and then I can come back and I can put in secondary BCUs in the first base, so that the base has the ability to actually. You need to be able to operate all the equipment, the lathe. Because I don't know if I want to have like a full lathe set up in the new base. I don't mind having refinery and all of that sort of stuff, but a workbench and all of that. But having a full lathe, well, maybe I do actually. These are all things that need to be worked out and figured out. You see what I mean? It's not a simple thing. And so I would need to put the new BCU, make a new BCU in the new base. What you do is you reset the hunters, right? You turn them off, and then you turn them back on again, and then because your BCU, your primary BCU, is now near the southern base, or the southern lake, I should say. The hunters then, okay, you know what? I think we can go shallow now. The hunters then will start populating into that area, right? So they will then become, you know, that'll be the new home base, and they'll build around you, and then it's like you built the fresh base over there, except that we also had a second base over here, basically. So, okay, I'm not, you know, I may not be explaining this very well. I'm also kind of disappointed in the, I'm not seeing as much sandstone. I haven't looked at how much I've actually gathered, by the way, but I get the feeling that I haven't gathered as much as the last time. So what I'm going to do is let's just get this thing and do a cursory check to see if there's any more here. And then we're going to start booking it back home, and see if we can hit up some of the shallows on the way back, and maybe, because often stuff will like spawn in the shallows. So, alright, base relocation. Base relocation. So, that's the plan. We're going to get the current... Let me summarize, because I was all over the place. We're going to basically get the current base, you know, at least to a point where I'm happy. I'm happy with what we've done. We got the glass, metal for the walkway to the end, and maybe metal on the end point, but not necessarily the wall. Okay. When we go back and feed the animals, I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say metal to here, but not beyond this point. I mean, we could always, you know, put metal on the wall as well, but that just would take so much longer. It would delay the moving out to the other end of the map, and you know, I think people would be interested in seeing that. So, you know, it's like breathing new life into the series, right? So. Right. Okay. Summarize. Build a new base. Basically place a foundation and all that other sort of stuff, and basically build a little outpost, much like the cougar cabin, out at the southern base in the location where we think, or you know, where we think would be a good place to establish a base. Right. Then come back to this base here. All right, decommission the existing BCUs. By the way, I didn't use BCU extenders because they didn't exist when I built my base. That was something that was added later, and I am keeping my eye out for a sandstone, but I am not seeing it. Right, so come back here, decommission the BCUs, go back out to the other base, put in a BCU, and so that it's the primary. Can you set a BCU as the primary if you have multiple BCUs? And is that sandstone or is that a clam? I think it's a clam. Yeah, it is. It's a clam. Okay, my plan is all subject to change, whether you can configure a BCU as a primary or not. Let's pretend you can't configure the BCU as a primary, right? As your initial, as your main BCU, right? Because right now that's my main BCU right there in the glass base. So, if you can't, then basically, yeah, I'd go out, put a BCU down, establish that as a primary, turn on the hunters, so that they start spawning in around the new base in the southern around the southern lake. Later on, come back to the bridge base, and essentially, and then we can put BCUs and BCU extenders in it. They'll become like secondary. It'll be a secondary base, and finally we get to the point as to why it's good to have a lot of power generation in this base. The point is this. Only your primary BCU will generate power automatically, right? Any subsequent BCU like if I put a BCU up in the Cougar base, all right, it would be fine. You could power things with it. You could put down a refinery. You could do whatever you want to do. You could put an animal housing. Whatever you need to do, whatever needs a BCU to be in place in order for it to be used. Oh, there's one right there. You could do all of that, except that it won't. Only the primary BCU auto-generates power and I believe power and mass. That's the key. So, I want whatever base I'm currently primarying in. Oh, crap. Okay, let's get up. This is gonna hurt. Okay, I know, buddy. Hang in there. Only a little bit of brain damage. You'll be fine. Yeah, look at that one. No problem. Let's make I forgot to make my pickaxe. Isn't that terrible? Oh, look at that. You can... Oh, no, now you can't. Come on. Pickaxe. So that means that having renewable, automatically generating power in the bridge base is useful. You know, I can go away for a little while. I could even maybe only run the fridge, maybe, or something. Oh. Oh. Right, I wasn't wearing the gear. Okay. How much damage are we taking here? 70. Wow. This dude's probably really mad at me. Okay, let's get back to the base. If we see any more sandstone of opportunity, we'll take it, but let's just generally head back there. So this base that's the point. This is going to have secondary BCUs in it. It's not going to have the primary BCU. It's not going to auto-generate power or mass. So I need, like, having a lot of automatic, renewable, self-generating power on this base. It's good. It'll make it, you know, I could come over here to this base for a little while, and I would know that, you know, if I had set it up, balanced it correctly, you know, power draw versus power generation, that it would have, you know, full power, and I wouldn't have to worry about things like the fridge dying and stuff like that. Not that I'd have to use the fridge on this one, you know. Let's get some power happening here. Do. Anyways, that's the point. That's what I'm getting at. Let's take a look at the BCU. Yeah, see, there's no method, there's no little thing saying primary. Oh, hey, we got a lockpick in there. There's no, nothing in here saying this is the primary base command unit, right? I don't think I can configure it. I think it's the first, if you've got no BCUs and you put down a BCU, that becomes your primary. That becomes the BCU around which hunters will spawn. Any other BCU you put down, like if I were to put one up in the Cougar camp, that would become a secondary. It would not automatically generate power. Right now, you see this 0.03? That would be gone. Oh, actually, no, it wouldn't. That's probably from my windmills. It's over 3,000. It only generates power automatically when you're below 500. Yeah, I mean, what was I thinking? Same with mass. It'll only generate mass automatically if you're below 100. But it wouldn't be able to do that. So, there you go. It's kind of the plan. I know it was a very a roundabout way of saying 77 sandstone. It's very disappointing. Not really happy with that, by the way. Not happy with that. It did feel like less, didn't it? Like at the beginning, I was looking around. I'm going, wow, I'm not seeing as much sandstone as I expect to see. Oh, and let's put that on, and we'll put the. I already did, right? I already put away the. Yeah. It's right there. Okay, good. All right, we're good. Let's do a little quick check because it's almost morning. Oh, look at that. We got rogues just up the hill from my base. That's cool. And there we go. We got rogues right there. Down near, there's the little lake. There's the little lake right there. That's the little southern lake. There's the big lake. And that's Hunter Base. I am not seeing any other rogue camps, but that just could be me. Sometimes they're a bit tricky to see, like this one that was down here. Where is it? It's in here somewhere, but it was like I had to like move the camera around a little bit just to find it. All right, good enough. Good enough. Okay, that's fine. There we go. All right, so we're cooking. Excuse me, we're cooking up our glass. So we didn't get as much as I was hoping, but we did get. Yeah, we got some. That's fine. Let's quickly take care of the plants. Are you done? Oh my goodness, you are. Let's grab 8 of you. And actually, let's go get water. Oh, look at that. So that's the plan. It's not a glorious plan, but this is but I think that's what we're going to need to do in order to make this happen, right? I don't want to restart a new season. I'd like to keep this base, but I need to make it as if the other base is the primary now, so that there's hunters around it, and you know it's more has a more sort of lived-in feel. I need fertilizer. You know, it's more like. I want it to behave like a primary base without being a primary base, without being the first base. So that's the plan. There may be easier ways to do that, but I can't think of any. I think that's to be honest with you, I think that's the simplest way to do it. There may be more efficient or better ways to do it, but I think that's the simplest way. That's, I think, a better way. It's a better way to put it. Yeah. So there you go. What do you think? Pretty good. No? Yes? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Let's feed the rabbit and the chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Do. And I will explain, as I said, just to wrap up so that I am being complete with my what I'm talking about, where I would draw the line between, you know, like build metal up to where. Okay, where metal and glass? Where? All right, so this is glass. Glass all the way up to this point. This wall in front of me, all the way around to that, like all there. That's all glass. This wall and this floor, this here, this would be metal. Metal all the way out to here. This is all metal. All these walls, all this floor, all this roof, and maybe even like these little out pods here are metal, and that one over there is metal. And then all the rest, all of this, this defensive wall structure, other than maybe here and here, but I don't even know if I want to do that. Maybe this one, maybe out to this wall here, not including all this here. That would all be metal. So that's the plan. Fed you guys? Man, I did that without even thinking about it. Holy moly. All right, I think that's a good place to stop. So there you go. That's the plan. I've been meaning to address that for quite a while. Like this is what I want to do. This is like how I want to do it. These are the logistics, like the details of like how do you do that? How do you transition from one base to another base as if, you know, and make it like this was your second base and that's the first base. And that's how I'm going to do it. So Hopefully that makes sense. All right, I'm going to finish putting away stuff, but I think I'll stop here. Yeah. I think in the next one we're actually going to do the loot and wood, and we're gonna let all that stuff cook. By the way, I should just let's turn on the generators just because we are running, you know, multiple lasers. 2900, and then what we could do is basically take a bunch here and maybe another bunch here like that, and then go like that, maybe a little more, a little more, a little more, go like that, and then now it's close enough, right? And we'll let this stuff cook off tomorrow and do some looting while that's going on. Yeah, and go from there. Because we've got ourselves a lockpick, we've got ourselves an axe, and yeah, have axe, will gather wood and loot. Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, you all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.